Yeah, it just snowed like 2 days ago, so I don't know if the trails are going to be clean or not, but let's see. I was going north from Steeles on the, I think, Etobicoke Creek Trail. Ooh. Yeah, I was going north on Steeles on the Etobicoke Creek Trail. Can't speak English today. But yeah, gotta be careful. It's a new bike. I just got it recently as I was selling my road bike. And yeah, someone wanted to trade me this brand new Cannondale Topstone 4. It's got the Microshift group set. Some WTB Riddler tires, 37C. Yeah, going to go see how these perform. So far, like, it's my first gravel riding experience, gravel bike. Excited to see. Just gotta be careful on the ice. It's a little slippy. It might just be safer to walk in some places, but let's see. Sorry about that.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were on the other side.
All good, thank you. This GoPro is super old, so please excuse the footage. I honestly don't know how long the battery will last. It's like a session 5. You can't change the battery on it. So I guess this video is going to be as long as this battery lasts. But hopefully we can cover some fair ground. This is a new bridge, wasn't here last year. Or at least in the fall when I came. It's all freshly paved. The creek is on our left. It's Ramadan right now, and as you can see, it's daytime, so I am fasting. That means I can't go super hard because I no food or water till sunset. But yeah, still excited to get out. The weather is kind of nice. It's about 0 degrees, 1 degree maybe. So yeah, excited to start getting out there, start riding. The season's almost here. The Tarmac SL7 is at the shop currently getting built out with the SRAM Rival 12-speed electronic group set. Really looking forward to getting that back. Yeah, I might just walk this because I don't want to fall and get hurt, because this is definitely slippery. Ooh, wrong gear. This bike currently has the Microshift group set on it, 10-speed. Honestly, I didn't have high hopes for the group set, but it's pretty good. It's pretty decent. I would recommend it. Only complaint is the mechanical disc brakes. They suck. They're loud. They're not very great at stopping, but they get the job done. So like, I wouldn't really complain too much about it. Excuse me. On your left. Thank you. Yeah. I haven't done any winter riding. This is my first like gravel bike, as I said earlier, so kind of excited. Also nervous, don't want to break my back. Okay, that was not too bad. I just turned my radar off because it's on really low battery. Should be helpful when we're back on the road. I can conserve the energy right now. Depending on how much fun I have making these videos, I might be inclined to get a... Excuse me. Thank you. Yeah, as I was saying, depending on how much fun I have making these videos, I might actually, you know, get a better camera, film a little more. This is a little bit better than just riding solo dolo all the time. Hey, baby duck. This kind of surface that makes me a little nervous. Hey, I made it. Did slip a little bit there, but not terrible. But yeah, this group set honestly isn't too bad. It's like snappy enough. The range is good. I have bought a SRAM Rival 1. It's a 1x11 group set. Excited to swap that over because obviously hydraulic disc brakes. That should make things a little bit more bearable on this bike. We'll just get out of this icy patch. Yeah, okay. As I was saying, Rival 1x11 group set, that should be fun. Ooh. That was all lace, but we made it. But yeah, I think what I was trying to say earlier was this bike is pretty heavy in its stock form. Comes in at about 24 pounds, which is like 10.6 kilos or something. It's heavy, but hopefully have some parts on the way. She'll make this lighter, hoping for to get it down to like 8-ish. 8 would be like ideal. Thank you. Yeah. Well, honestly, it's not too bad. Hopefully the new group set helps shed some weight. I don't plan on getting new wheels just yet. Priority is still road cycling for this year. So that's where I'm going to be mostly. But I still want to make this bike like somewhat nice. I was getting my Specialized Alley Sprint. I was selling that and some guy offered me this bike which he had bought like 4 days ago and he wanted to return it to the store, but they were giving him store credit. So he was like, hey, why don't you take this? I take the Alley Sprint and I give you cash on top. And honestly, that was a deal I could not say no to, because how often do you get a brand new bike for a bike that was about like almost 5 years old now? still getting used to how these gears shift. Yeah, you hear that? Those are the mechanical brakes. But they stop. Yeah. I do run stop signs occasionally, depending on traffic. These are quiet streets, so there's usually not many cars around. So I'm allowed to safely, go through the intersection. Hopefully light turns green by the time I get there. Downtown Brampton right now. Oh, real friendly. Yeah, it snowed like 2 days ago. It was like considerable. Before that, it was just dry and cold. I don't know if the audio is going to pick up everything I'm saying. Kind of used the first video as a little tester. But, you could still hear me in those videos. So it wasn't too bad. That's why, I'm trying to talk a lot more. And I just find that some police cars, undercovers, and a little barbecue there. It's just safer for me to emerge from here. I really like this trail. As much hate as Brampton gets about, the driving, the students, the everything in the city, it is like a very car-focused city, but they have done a really great job with the trails here, and you gotta give them credit where credit's due. It has one of the largest trail networks in the GTA, probably. Maybe Hamilton has this beat, I don't know. But I really do enjoy it, especially because all this is accessible within like 10 minutes from my home. Still trying to dial in the seating position a little bit. I don't know if I'm too high, too low. Back is starting to hurt. This is, by the way, my first ride on this bike, so still learning. I have like flat pedals on here because I don't have any mountain bike pedals. Well, I have mountain bike pedals, I just don't have mountain bike shoes. Okay. Let's see how this goes. That back tire slipping is something really hard to get used to. Dog park to our right, trail to our left. Let's go. Hopefully this area of the trail is a little better maintained. They do have salt down here. guess it's still fat bike season for a lot of people. I don't blame them. These roads are a little gnarly. I mean, those little patches. This is the super low bridge that I'm always afraid I might hit my head on. I have to get off here. Yeah, I think I might have to raise my seat a little bit. Oh, a cardinal. This is comfortable to ride, I must say. I've done this trail on like road bikes, on fixed gear bikes, and I think gravel might just be my favorite style of bike for these kind of roads. It's just comfortable. Can't complain. Minus the seating position a little bit. In the summertime, they have Bike the Creek, which is an event that takes place on this trail, and like other biking infrastructure that they have in Brampton, Mississauga. I'm going to be taking part in that this year. I've registered to do like a 70K. I'm going to be doing it on the road bike though, but I feel it's going to be a fun event. I had signed up last year, but never ended up making it out. So one of my goals for this year is to get out more on the bike, do more of these events. Thank you. I've actually never been here in this weather, so it's actually really nice seeing, like, you know, the snow, the creek flowing. Gonna find some spots to pull over somewhere. Maybe on my way back, if the battery is dead, I can kind of just splice some clips of what this looks like, because it's beautiful. Because I know the GoPro probably doesn't capture all of it. I'll get off. just don't want to fall. But yeah, I don't know if you can see that. Can you tell I've never ridden in snow or ice? But how scared I am of falling. Well, honestly, it's a pretty solid bike. I really had no expectations. I had been researching gravel bikes, so I really did want something. Especially, like, my goal was to sell the fixie first. And once the fixie was gone, I was gonna get one of these. But I mean, the trade just worked out nicely. Excuse me. Yeah, I wanted to sell the fixed gear bike first. I have a Pinarello. Fixed gear is just not my scene, man. I had a lot of fun building that bike up. It was the first bike I built, but it was just, there's a culture associated with it which I don't feel connected to. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, because of that, I don't enjoy riding it as much as I thought I would. I have a lot of good friends that ride fixed gear bikes. Really enjoy riding it with them. But the whole brakeless culture, smoking, drinking, not me. So, you know, I stick to road bikes. And I guess now gravel. Definitely need to switch out the brakes. Other than that, like, minus the brakes, I really have no complaints with this group set. The bottom bracket is fine. It's a square taper. It's not creaking or anything. I mean, it is the first ride, so I wouldn't expect it to. But yeah, cranks are fine. Obviously, once we switch it over to SRAM, it's going to be a little crispier. But as far as gear shifts are concerned, man, it's nice. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, that rear tire's slipping. Almost went down there. I don't like doing those inclines with the snow. I think it's very sketchy. Like this I can handle, but going uphill, I guess a little sketchy. bruh. Whew. Feel a little accomplished after going through that. Yeah, trying to figure out the seating position. I feel like I'm a little too low. Might have to lift the seat. Like, it's mostly fine. It's just the ruts. They really slide your bike around. Yeah. I'll look down to check on the GoPro. Obviously. I kinda wish I made it out before all the snow came down. Would have been much cleaner. We'll definitely have to hose down the bike when we get home. I think this is the set of Bike the Trail, Bike the Creek. See the BTC spray paint on the ground there. Yeah, I think that seat needs to be raised a little bit. I did bring a multi-tool, so hopefully I can just do that on the fly. I want to stop riding because, again, no idea how long this GoPro is going to last. Bruh. On your left. You got a bell. I must say the hood position, not the most comfortable. I think that would be my only complaint so far. But I think that all just comes down to bike fit. Yeah, it takes some time to iron out all those issues. Yeah. Some fenders would have been really nice. But these views. Huh. Person in the drop's really comfortable. camera. You can see they've tried. You gotta give them credit. We're here, Loafers Lake. This is nice. I'm gonna cut in some videos on my way back. Excuse me. Thank you. Because one good thing about loud brakes is that people kind of hear you coming. So you don't really need a bell. We're about 15 kilometers in, 14.7 from when I started. I'm covered in dirt. Lost it there. Yeah. This section needs to be repaved. Ooh. This is where I used to always get confused, go straight. But now they put a sign up there, which is great because it's much needed. Sussing the scene here. Gotta walk this. where the trail used to end. Everything beyond this is a little bit of a newer section, or was it like under construction for a while? Good climbing gear. There's a whole gravel section once you get a little further to the left, but I think I'm going to avoid that considering the condition of this trail right now. This is going to be our turnaround point. But yeah, that is the Etobicoke Creek Trail coming up north from Steeles. I'm gonna stop here, make a little video, kind of just overview of the bike right now, and then I'll catch you guys later.